Well, the bribery scandal rocking the Detroit public school system has serious consequences, not only for those facing federal charges, but for the $700 million bailout for the failing district. Mara McDonald is breaking it all down tonight for us. And Mara, those charges could not have come at a worse time.
Kim, for starters, let's talk about the national embarrassment that this is. The Ellen DeGeneres show gives this school and its principal $500,000, and he's caught up in this mess. And then you've got Detroit's delegation up in Lansing, desperately trying to come up with bailout monies for this school district, now made 100 times harder. What to do about Detroit's 47,000 school children has been weighing heavily in Lansing. The tab is mind-boggling. $715 million from the state to bail it out of financial ruin and hopefully academic ruin. Negotiations have been ongoing, and then
the scheme worked like this.
The U.S. attorney drops a bomb. Federal charges against more than a dozen Detroit principals and an administrator for being on the take. How does Lansing write a $700 million check to a district where these shenanigans are alleged?
I think the Senate plan is to be very kind to a non-starter in the House.
That Senate plan, which barely squeaked by, writes the check. State House members at this point will not do it.
This does not have what is necessary to make sure this doesn't happen again.
The charges put Detroit's legislators who have been working for a deal in a bad spot.
Looking at the series of current events, it makes it a more difficult pull and ask to get something done for DPS.
Going forward, what deal, if any deal, can be reached here?
This is difficult. This is difficult for members on both sides of the aisle. This is difficult for members who don't have a vested interest in Detroit or the lens to understand everything that's going on in Detroit.
Back here live when the legislature returns from its spring break. Expect this to be issue number one and don't expect it to be done anytime soon. We are live at Spain Elementary tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.